This is Science 1 using the Smile Learners packet. Okay, write your name before we begin. For week 1, we have physical properties of materials. So, introductory concept. What are things found in your home? Can you tell the color? How about the size? How about the texture? Is it soft, hard, smooth, rough? Let's classify materials according to their physical properties. Part 2, Learning Competencies. At the end of this learning packet, you should be able to compare materials according to observable properties like color, shape, size, heaviness, texture, odor, taste. Infer from a given set of observations that some materials have similar and or different properties. Order materials according to the degrees of their properties and identify materials based on their physical or observable properties. Let's now proceed with the activities. Directions. Put a check on the correct statement about the objects presented. So for every item, we have two objects being compared with each other, and then you put a check on the correct statement. So for number 1, we have a fruit, orange, and a basketball. Which statement is correct? They are of the same size or they are of the same shape. Number 2, we have two backpacks. So which is true about these two? They have the same size or they have the same color. Number 3 on page 2, a chocolate bar and a chocolate cake. Which statement is true about these two objects? They have the same shape or they have the same taste. Number 4, a chair, a wooden chair, and a clock. Which statement is true or is correct about what the objects are? They have the same color or they differ in color. Number 5, between a pillow found in the bedroom and a pillow found in the living room. What does it say about these two? Both are soft or both are square shaped. Let's proceed with analysis. So the first part is about characteristics of matter. The problem, what are the characteristics of materials? What you need is a cotton ball. So these are found usually at home. Marbles or jollen, hollow block, bath soap, any bath soap will do, coffee powder, and lemonade. What to do is observe each object. So we have 6 objects that are needed. So each one of it, try to observe. When we say observe, you use your senses like your sight, your smell, if ever there is smell, taste, if ever it is edible or it should be eaten, if there is anything that tells about the sound, and also how does it feel. Okay, number 2, look at its color, shape, size, feel its texture, tell the smell, or even tell the taste of some objects like water and lemonade. And afterwards, number 3, complete the table below. On page 3, we have here a table wherein the 6 materials are enumerated on the first column. And then we have here the different properties such as color, shape, size, texture, smell, and taste. For the green area, gray shaded area, it means that you do not need to answer these items. Okay, for the cotton ball, you tell the color, the shape, the size, and the texture. For marbles, also, with the four properties, hollow block. If you don't have any hollow block, you can ask from your neighbors if you can feel it, if you can see it, or ano ba? Yan, sige. Next, how about the bath soap? All you have to do is tell the color, shape, and smell, not the taste. For lemonade, you have to tell the color and the taste. And for coffee powder, you need to tell the color, smell, and taste. Pause this video in order to finish this table. After which, answer the questions. Which two objects are of the same shape? So you name two. You choose among the 6 materials that were used. Next, number 2, which two objects are hard in texture? Number 3, which object has rough texture? Number 4, which object is dark in color? And then number 5, which object is biggest in size? So all you have to do is choose among these 6 objects, materials that are being observed. And now let's proceed with conclusion. In comparing properties of materials, we tell the blank, 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 and blank. So what are the things that you were able to say? So like the coffee powder, brown. So what does brown mean? What does it tell when you say brown? When you say smooth, when you say big, when you say sour or sweet. So anong mga tawag doon? So you need to name those 5 properties of materials. Pause this part in order to finish everything. And then analysis. What are the observable properties of materials? So you just enumerate ano yung mga nabanggit doon. And then now we proceed with the discussion. Different materials are around us. They are also known as matter. In our homes, we have chair, table, cabinet, TV set, pan, spoon, plate, clothes. In our school, we have books, paper, pencil, and many more. Materials have their properties. So let's now discuss each one of those properties. Some may look, feel, taste, smell the same, but others are different. So some may look different. Some may be some objects may be similar in some properties, and others are different. Okay, so let's take a look at figure 1.1. We have marble and ball. So materials come in different sizes. Size is a property of matter. The marble is smaller than the ball. So when we mean size, we can tell if it's small, big, thin, wide, narrow. So yan. And for this one, for the 3 objects on the lower part of page 4, so the log and block of wood look big, so tama, and thick, while the twig is thin and long. So we can use the words big, thick, long, thin. So aside from big and small. Materials may also be smooth, rough, hard, or soft. So when we use the words smooth, rough, hard, soft, so we tell the texture. So if you can remember yung sa arts, so we also mentioned about texture. So the hollow block is rough and hard. The cotton is smooth and soft. Materials may be round, square, rectangular, or triangular. Shape, so another property is shape. So it's a property of matter. Some materials have shapes of their own like the ball and the box. So yan, so anong shape ba yon? So we have spherical or circle, pwede rin ito cube, cube-like, or we can also say square. Others take the shape of a container like the water and a glass. So for liquids, they don't have shape, so they depend on the container. Okay, color is another property of matter. Some are dark in color, others are light in color. Although the objects below are of the same material, so all of these are balls, but they differ in shade. The balls are arranged from lightest to darkest in color. So which one is the lightest is the tennis ball, which is parang light green, followed by the basketball, orange, and then followed by a red football or soccer ball. And then, ay ano to, pang futsal. And then, the darkest one is yung pang field, soccer field ball. Yan. So, some materials have different, aside from the size, color, shape. So, we can also tell the taste. So, another property is taste. Some taste sweet, kagaya ng candy. Sour, kagaya ng lemon. Salty, kagaya ng chips. Hot, kagaya ng pepper. So some taste hot or cold, just like coffee or ice cream. So others taste bland. So when we say bland, we can tell parang we can tell no taste at all. So parang wala. You cannot tell the taste because the parang weak ang taste. Okay, aside from the taste, we also have smell. So smell is another property. Some have pleasant smell, smells good, while others smell unpleasant. So under smell, you can say fragrant. So pwede rin yun, fragrant, good smell or pleasant. But if not, the opposite of that is unpleasant. Okay, moreover, matter can be grouped into three. So solid, liquid, and gas. Because of their definite shape, the chair, clock, hollow block are solid. So, under that are solids. So, aside from that, from solids, we also have water. We also have liquid, wherein it includes water and lemonade. And they flow. So, what can we say about liquid? They flow and take the shape of the container. So wala siyang unlike ng ball which is round. Pero halimbawa ang water, so it needs to be put in a container before we can tell the shape kasi it takes the shape of the container. And then aside from the solid and liquids, we also have gas. So the air inside the ball, bubbles, and tire are gas in form. Mas lalo na ang gas. So, mostly siya, it's parang, we can see it, but we can feel it, and then, it also takes the shape of the container. So, wala siyang definite na shape. Okay, let's now proceed with application. Part A, directions. Identify the object being described, its properties. Write the letter on the blank. So what are the choices? We have A, basketball, B, a glass of milk, C, spoon, D, rug, E, ice cream. Okay, so which one is being described as, for number one, it is round, it is soft to touch, but rough. It is round, it is soft to touch, but rough. Number two, it is white, it takes the shape of the container. It is white, it takes the shape of the container. Number three, it is smooth, hard, and shiny. It is smooth, hard, and shiny. Number four, it is round and rough to touch. It is orange in color. It is round and rough to touch. It is orange in color. And for number 5, it is sweet and cold. It is brown in color. It is sweet and cold. It is brown in color. And if you have filled all those blanks, let's now go to page 7, part B, the directions. Think of an object for the following properties, draw and color it. So try to recall if you try to remember anything that is big, or you can look around your house, look for anything big, anything small, and anything soft. So only one object for each box to describe as big, small, and soft. So don't forget to color. And for the last part, either you pause this or let me finish this video before you go back to those items. So reflection. Wow, congratulations for finishing this module. Draw in the box your most favorite object that you have, be it the one that you keep or you treasure most, or it can be a toy. So write on the blank your reason. So draw the object and then tell me why you chose it as your most favorite object. So that's it. We're done for week 1 in science. Goodbye.